all tanks are a blend of mobility, firepower and protection. With Merkava 4, what is taken to the utmost is protection.
The Mark IV is the latest incarnation of a tank that served the Israeli Defense Force for more than 30 years.
The Merkava 4 is a very mobile, a very fast tank. The tank has enough power to travel on any terrain, cross-country, very quick, very fast.
But speed wasn't the only factor in the Merkava's design.
Merkava 4 is unique as a main battle tank in that it can transport an infantry squadron.
There is a small compartment at the back where you can either collect the crew of a damaged tank, or in certain cases put perhaps 4 or 5 fully equipped infantrymen inside, thus giving them spectacularly good protection.
It's not the kind of thing that typically one associates with a large, powerful main battle tank.
Inside, the crew is well looked after. Air conditioning comes as standard to keep the desert heat at bay. 4 external cameras give an unrestricted view of the battlefield. And the improved armor on all sides, top and belly is optimized for urban combat.
Protection is the absolute key.
There is no equivalent like this anywhere in the world.
Powering this 72-ton giant at up to 40 miles an hour is a mighty 1,500 horsepower V12 diesel engine, which also doubles as part of the tank's protection.
The engine is not, as with most main battle tanks, in the rear, it's actually in the front. The engine acts as another piece of armor.
The digital battlefield management system means the Merkava can operate as part of a networked fighting force.
Battle management systems, sensors, electro-optics, and the active protection system provides 360 degrees defense.
The main gun is 120 millimeters, or 4 3/4 inches in diameter, and fires high penetration and guided shells.
The gun is very, very capable gun. Also, the stabilization system is quite advanced, and the fire control system is excellent.
Secondary weapons include 50 caliber and 7.62 machine guns, a 60 millimeter mortar, and an active defense system, which locates and destroys incoming missiles from any angle.
The one thing that makes this tank an ultimate weapon is the ability to tie together all the elements of firepower, mobility, protection, and provide a combined team that can win a battle decisively.
Building on the proven success of its predecessors, the Merkava Mark IV is a battle-winning and efficient tank that doubles as a heavily armored personnel carrier.
This first significant armored battle of the war saw Israel's Merkava tanks engage the Syrian 82nd Tank Brigade, whose brand new Soviet T-72 battle tanks were thought invincible. The Merkava's squat turret and front-mounted engine afforded its crew high protection. Only one was wounded. With its 105mm gun, it had been designed specifically to take on the Syrians in mountainous areas. Enemy tanks could be engaged up to 2 kilometers away by using its laser rangefinder. Despite Syrian deployment of their Gazelle anti-tank helicopters armed with wire-guided missiles, the Merkavas destroyed 9 T-72s in fierce fighting. Knocked-out tanks littered the battlefield after a victory made possible by the most significant act of this campaign, the destruction of the Syrian surface-to-air missile sites, which had dominated the Bekaa Valley since 1981 and had recently been reinforced. It was made possible by reconnaissance